Hello everybody, I hope you're having a good summer. The purpose of this video is to provide an introduction to Blackbaud's gradebook. If you understand the features of the gradebook and can work in your gradebook independently, you are not required to come to campus for a training. We will offer these trainings and you are welcome to attend, or if you have a simple question, you're welcome to email Lisa or myself. To get to your gradebook, you want to open up one of your classes and then click on the Gradebook tab. You will notice that Blackbaud updated its look, which I believe makes it easier to locate items. They have also added some helpful new features to the gradebook. Please review these features using your 2016-17 classes, and again, email Lisa or myself if you have any questions. Let's begin with Edit Setup. The first choice you need to make is how you are going to set up your class, whether it's by year or marking period. If you are teaching a year-long class, you can choose Set by Year. If your categories and weight percentages are exactly the same first and second semester, choose Set by Year. If your categories or percentages change from first semester to second semester, or if the gradebook is for a semester-long class, select Marking Period. The next thing you need to select is the calculation method. You may choose percentages or total points with weight. An administrative decision has been made to not use the total point method for calculation, so please either choose percentages or total points with weight. The next thing we'll do is set up our categories and the weight for each category. Press Edit on the right side of the screen. Select the categories you want to use in your gradebook. If you give a semester exam, you should also include exam in these categories. Then assign a weight to each category with a total equaling 100%. If you plan to use the same categories and weight for multiple classes, you may select all appropriate classes. Be sure to save your work and close when you're ready. I believe the display options are self-explanatory. You can choose to group by assignments or not. You can also choose whether you have the assignment set up by the assigned date or the due date. You will not want to change the term period, which is the from and to dates. There's some new features of the gradebook worth noting. If you look under the title of an assignment, you'll see 3 dots. You can see the performance summary, bulk assign points, bulk add comments, or edit the assignment settings. Under the performance summary, you'll see grade stats for that assignment, the average, the high and low grade, and the submission stats. You can quickly review several assignments by pressing the previous summary or next summary buttons at the bottom. You can also bulk add points if most students have scored the same on an assessment, and you can add bulk comments. You can add the comment to all students, or you can select the students you want the comment to be seen by. Finally, you can edit assignment settings and notify your students of those changes. If you want to add a comment to a grade or mark it as exempt, incomplete, missing, or late, simply double-click on the grade cell. You will see an X, I, M, or L respectively. If you add a comment cloud will appear in your gradebook. You can review those by simply hovering over the grade cell, and it will indicate what each marking represents. There are also 3 dots beside each student's name. If you click the dots, you will see the student's gradebook, or you can compose an official note for the student. The student gradebook will show you the student's grade in your class, their grade in each category, and if they have any exempt, incomplete, late, or missing assignments. It will also show their grade compared to the other students in your class. If you scroll down a little bit further, it will show you how the student performed in each assignment divided by grade categories. Take some time to review the reports that are available from your gradebook. Of particular interest to many of you may be the empty assignment grid report, or also simply a gradebook printout. The last thing I want to talk about is adding an assignment. You can add a new assignment, or if you teach the same course second semester, you will be able to add an existing assignment, gaining efficiencies from having input the assignment the first time. If you notice in the top right corner, you can also choose whether or not to send a notification to your students. Note, of course, the title is required. You can choose whether to provide a description. Then you need to choose the category the assignment will fall under. You will continue to see all categories that are available. However, we expect to have some visual indication of the categories you've set up in your gradebook. You can choose whether to add an attachment to the assignment. If there's a worksheet students need to complete or a study guide, you can either provide the actual document and they will download it, or you can give a link to the document. We're going to skip over learning tools for a minute, but we'll come back to it. Give your gradebook abbreviation, choose the number of points and the factor that should be applied to the grade. You can decide whether to add the grade to the gradebook or not. For example, you may make an assignment that you know you are not going to grade, so you could deselect Add to Gradebook. You can also choose whether or not to publish the grade. I encourage you to choose a method, select a routine that you're going to use to add assignments, and be consistent. My concern is that we will deselect some of these and forget to go back and recheck them. One time when I would not publish my grade is if I assigned a research project and I knew it was going to take multiple days to grade. I may go ahead and deselect publish and add to cumulative grade and input the grades as I get each paper graded, but then go back and reselect publish and add to cumulative grade. If you would like students to submit their document through on-campus, you will select on-campus submission. This creates a Dropbox feature, so students would be able to upload their document into your Dropbox for that assignment. Maintain the default, which is no file submission allowed, if you do not intend to have them turn in their assignment in this way. You can also select all your classes that you are creating this assignment for, and you can decide whether the due date is the same or different, particularly with the high school rotating schedule, and you can decide whether to publish it now or publish it on the assigned date. Now, I mentioned the learning tools, and some of you have already noticed that OneNote Notebook is included in there. We are very hopeful that OneNote is going to quickly become integrated with your gradebook. It's very close. Blackbaud and Microsoft are working together to make this happen, and we will definitely notify you when that's completed. You will be able to, when that's done, you will be able to grade in your OneNote notebook, and it will actually show up in your gradebook, which will be awesome.